All set for a start, and a bit of push and shove from the big man early. Hickey, who was fantastic last week. Early free. Immediately driven forward by the Crows. Walker off 5 last week, gets up early. For the ball, Murphy. Hurried snap by him. Opportunity off the ground. McHenry couldn't get the kick away. Swans defenders come. Parker leads the charge.
Just defend.
And the free kick's been plucked out in the square, and 50 as well.
Oh, he's called holding the ball.
Please move out.
McAdam with the free kick and the 50-metre penalty. And Adelaide with the perfect start.
Saying that he dove on the ball. So once you dive on the ball and that ball doesn't come out, the umpire effectively pays holding the ball.
Yep, that's there every day of the week. And I think last night in the main, they were a bit stricter on holding the ball, except for the last decision, the Brisbane Geelong game.
To Seedsman with a deep ball towards the pocket. Frampton's deep. Got the first hands to it. Walker hurried snap. Has he got enough bend? He has! Tex taking off from where he left off last week.
But Billy Frampton, I was really impressed with his work last week as well, Geordie. The way Frampton and Walker worked together, and for that matter, Tom Lynch as well, was terrific.
He just competes, doesn't he? And that's all you need from a young key forward, just to compete and bring the ball to ground. We know they go smaller in their forward line. And even the kick from Tex Walker, there was a few goals last week where he didn't.
High Seedsman drives the ball to the wing. Hickey will get a free kick.
That was clever by Tom Hickey. He dropped out of that forward 50 stoppage, went behind the football to go into Tex Walker. There's going to be 50. Tex Walker moving.
32 career goals. Just to steady Sydney down. It's a good-looking kick. It's a fine kick from Hickey.
West Coast...
He was the highest rated player on the ground for Sydney.
Yeah, 23 disposals. Big numbers for a ruckman, Louis. And a good finish. Just see there.
Yeah.
Oh, McHenry, nice chase on the outer side. Puts it out in front of Warner. Sets him a bit of work to do. Picks it up, takes on Duday. That's a nice contest on the outer wing. Bounces off his head, but he gets it clear. McKay into the side. Piercing ball to Frampton. There's Rowe. Didn't have much space. McInerney. Lloyd runs into trouble. Tex wraps him up. How did he get rid of it?
Oh.
Kicked 5 last week. Taylor Walker. He starts very nicely today with 2.
You're the stoppage specialist. Just break this down for it. Look at the speed.
Well, you can see the aggressive nature in which they come through the stoppage. They did it last week, so Sydney would have done their homework, but it's the way they get from the inside of the stoppage to the outside. And you see their options. And then you can see when McKay goes inside forward 50, every single Adelaide player is leading, presenting. And then they get it deep inside their forward 50, and then the pressure comes.
Scholl. It's over the top of him. Frampton does it nicely. Back to Scholl, though. Hurry ball inside 50, deep in the pocket. Rampy. Oh, gee, the Banderine didn't save him. Another free kick.
Play on.
Bends it around the body absolutely beautifully. This Tex. He's got 3 in the first term. In fact, he's missed it. I've got to be carried away.
Yeah, the whole 50-metre area to himself.
Well, Lloyd just rang the wrong side. He rang the side a left footer would run.
Goulden with a short chipping ball. Gets it to Franklin. And the football world will stop now. The big man will line up from 52 directly in front. 4 career goals. Haven't seen him since the end of 2019. Franklin from 52. It's coming. It's coming. It's home. Of course it's home. The big buddy's back. Wonderful scenes for footy.
Play the way they did last week, knowing that you weren't going to be a part of it, but he just continues to lead, and it was a nice little kick. You can see Adelaide have got players back deeper. And Goulden just put it into the spot. He knew Buddy was on the lead, had a metre on his opponent.
And they did call play on.
They did.
Even though it was his natural arc, so...
Called to go now. Does to McKay. Schonberg does well to pick it up low. And he's picked it straight in the cup. Rampy towards the pocket. That's a good mark coming back with the flight. The number 4 pick, the highest of the picks to debut last week. McDonald, it's a nice-looking kick. It's working, it's working! McDonald hits the board.
This one's training was against Dane Rampy, and he beat him convincingly, hands down. So they would have been rubbing their hands together, the Sydney Swans coaches, thinking, geez, how good's this going to be? Logan McDonald handling our All-Australian defender.
It's like he knows where the space...
McDonald comes from the back of the pack, but at the front of the pack, he managed to get hands on it as well. Oh, geez, a strong player. He lines up from outside 50. McDonald hooks it going for the...
In there at some stage throughout my career, but I'm happy for him to handle that and take it to a new level.
McHenry to Lynch from 48. Lynch unloads.
Really trying to lead forward. He's leading congestion. They want to kick it to him.
Cunningham, that's a nice hit in the pocket. It's a great shot from the steady cam. Papley to give the Swans the lead, didn't really give it an opportunity.
Well, it's just off the line, so the way that he was running his shoulders towards the boundary and just cut inside.
Kennedy, out the back, Hickey, whistle. Walker's got a couple, Buddy's got one. A second goal here for Tom Hickey. After the siren, no problems at all. Sydney will go into the first quarter up. Hickey's got a couple. For the Swans, Rory Sloane with 4 for the Crows. All set for the second quarter. Hickey, as we mentioned, kicked a couple of goals. Sloane got one high and he'll get the early free kick.
To Sloane.
Takes advantage of the man on the mark that can't move. Drops a long ball forward. Texas caught behind. Rampy. Now Murphy hooking it round the body. All the way to the middle of the SCG. Franklin works his man underneath it. He's got a bit of space with a driving ball forward. Look at that. Good effort coming down to bring it to the ground was Goulden. Further hand pass to McDonald. Heaney should kick the goal and does.
I love this fast movement. So Dawson identifies it. He's got 15 metres to run. He's got the leg to knock it into the centre of the ground. And then they just kept the ball moving forward. Obviously, Buddy Franklin knows his fellow forwards have got space ahead of the ball. He gets there as quickly as possible. They get the outnumber, finish with a good goal.
Over from Murphy to Lynch. And Frampton. Rampy needs to get it clear. It's a good tackle again from Walker. He's got his man again. Mr. Stevens down for the Crows. He's got 3. And Adelaide narrowed to a 4-point margin.
But it's almost incidental contact there. He's almost incidental by Taylor Walker, even though he had his hand on his shoulder. So the letter of law, it might be a free kick the other way. But happy to see that paid. It's holding the ball, dropping the ball, incorrect, I suppose, whatever you want to call it.
Well, it's a fifth one. It's a 5th one, Brownie. Adelaide have got 5 holding the ball decisions to Sydney 0.
Goulden, nice chain of hands to Parker. Sets it out in front of Heaney. Good. From directly in front. And he's got 2. Off the ground, Keys in front of the skillful McAdam. Picks it up beautifully. Keys again. Has to go all the way for home. Didn't like the options forward. And dropping it just short of the boundary line is not a bad result. Lloyd, Heaney. It's caught from behind from Berry. Sam Berry looking for his first AFL goal in his second game. Didn't really give much of an opportunity. He's up the forward 50. Rampy inside. Fisted away from Duday. Berry, Reed loops the hand pass out the back. Butts his left, Frankton alone. This is risky because there he is, Big Buddy, for his second. Bit of showtime. Oh, he's run down from behind. Wonderful tackle from Seedsman. The left foot I was talking about, Brownie. Now to McDonald, to Franklin. Shrugs one. Ball's held to him, really. Match the offer. You can see why. Now Lynch with a bit of space. Walker pretty close to his man. Good evasive skills from Lynch. Centering ball is good to Berry. Just on Saturday afternoon football. Berry. Mr. Mills released by hand.
Great run.
Kennedy. McInerney. A hard runner with a long ball forward. Papley uses his body. Umpire says play on McDonald. Clever tap. Tried to favour Goulden. Papley comes again to Blakey. Nice evasive skills. Run down Papley. Wait for the celebration. If he's kicked this, Tommy Papley. He has.
Well, this year, they're happy to now power through the corridor. They want to get to the other end as quickly as possible, and that's a really good example of it. They get into one-on-one situations. They know they've got really good forwards, especially small forwards, to put the pressure on and create opportunities.
Thorne sees something he likes forward. Indeed, it's Goulden.
Oh, that's a forward stream.
Immediately dishes it off to his mate Campbell on the left. They're running at the moment, the Swans. Mills, they go forward again. A clever little hook kick down towards Blakey. Hard man to tackle. Mills by hand. Another snap for the Swans. It's bending. Not enough. As the ball forward. Might get another chance to do the same. He'll get a better entry this time. Gets himself a bit of space. Downfield. Make it three in a row for the Swans. Straight through the middle from Goulden.
Yep. Craig Lambert, Brisbane Lions and Richmond champion. His sons met young Errol when they were in the under-13s together, and Errol said to him, "Have you got the tickets to the Errol Goulden show today? He proceeded to have 40 touches and 4 goals."
Forward the ball is McDonald. He's made to work for it.
His head too coming down. Hopefully he's okay.
So he kicked a long goal last week.
Let's make him earn it, Howie.
Doesn't elect to go for goal. Puts it down towards Hickey, who kicked a couple in the first term. Franklin arrived from nowhere. Didn't see him coming. Dangerous around the ball here, Buddy. Tracks it back. Wicks, clever in front of goal. His kick smothered. Now Florent in the white boots. Attempted something a little bit fancy inside 50. Butts. Another inside 50 entry for the Swans to Reid. Quick snap out of the pack. Campbell sets the ball up for Franklin. Brought to ground by Butts.
This game up in Sydney.
I'm going to turn it over here. It was a poor kick towards Hickey. Stubbing it forward to Papley. He's found a man. Logan McDonald thought about hand passing to Bud, who wants it. Give it to me, Logan.
Stop it.
It's a nice kick of the football. So that time, gee, I'm jinxing it. To a 23-point margin. Reid having a go in the ruck. Florent shanks the ball forward for the Crows. Matty Ling for the Swans. Gets over the top of Franklin. McDonald wants to swing round on the left. What about that for a finish? What about the excitement about this young man?
Exciting to see a young key forward burst onto the scenes. Hey, I can hear the turnstiles clicking, Howie. Wow, they've got another one. They've had Plugger, they've had Barry, they've had Buddy. Now they've got young Logan McDonald, the boy from WA. Jeez, what a...
There's Goulden. Hamill at ground level. Goulden again to Warner. Another snap towards goal. Forward towards Frampton. Just shrugs off the tackle from Campbell. Now Lynch. Low ball to the exciting McAdam. Doesn't pick it up. Berry. He's had 2 attempts in his first AFL goal. He's now had 3.
Anything different. So they're just taking the game on, taking the corridor on, taking the options that are given to them. A young side coming in right now is a good time. It's good timing for them.
Jordan Lewis dominating Saturday afternoon football. Great turn for the Swans. They've kicked 5 goals to 1. They led by 5 at the quarter-time break.